In Year 7, we learn about a variety of different topics that focus on British history. This is great because it helps us build on some of the history we learned at primary school. We learn about the Romans, the Black Death, transatlantic slavery, the Norman Conquest, the English Reformation, the English Civil War, and also have the chance to learn about our local area in the Local History Project.
In Year 8, we learn a variety of topics that focus on more global history, including more mature topics that can be directly linked to 2020 and beyond. We learn about the Qing Dynasty, the Victorians, American civil rights, the Holocaust, terrorism, women's suffrage, and King John.
In Year 9, we start the AQA History course and sit 2 2-hour exams in Year 11. The 4 main topics we learn about cover a range of history and are Russia 1894 to 1945, which takes us from the reign of Tsar Nicholas II to the rule of Joseph Stalin. Conflict and Tension 1918 to 1939, which starts in the post-World War I era and ends with the outbreak of World War II. Health and the People, which starts in circa 1000 AD, with ideas like the 4 humours and ends with present-day healthcare, including the things we take for granted, like vaccinations, transplants, anaesthetics, and knowledge of germs. The reign of Edward I, who came to the throne in 1272 and died in 1307 after conquering Wales, developing the legal system and establishing a model parliament.
History is so important because it explains why the world is like it is today. It means you can make sense of life in the 21st century and helps you learn about who you are and where you come from. Every other subject relies on history in some form or another, which makes it the foundation of education and an important subject to learn at Maiden Early School.
History is a written subject, which means that you do have to do quite a bit of writing, but the work you do in history helps make you better in other subjects too. We use keyword glossaries, sentence starters, and scaffolding in history lessons to help. Plus, your history teacher will support you as well.
We are taught to take pride in our work from our first history lesson by making sure our books represent the best of our ability. We write neatly and explain ourselves fully. You will learn how to be organised, but also make your book your own, using subheadings, highlightings, note-taking and diagrams to give yourself the best opportunity to recall all of your knowledge.
We plan to run trips to Germany, Russia and the USA when the circumstances allow us to. History gives you the opportunity to develop your skills in making judgments, explaining yourself thoroughly, using knowledge to support arguments, evaluating and analysing sources of information as well as understanding that there is often a number of right answers to a question. It just depends on how well you are able to justify your interpretations of events. These skills inevitably help you become a better writer in your other subjects too.